And while mammograms missed 55% of breast cancer in women with implants, they are still the most effective method of detecting breast cancer in women with or without implants. This is Laura Meehan reporting.
And those are your health news. Now back to Kathy.
Okay, I'm just talking to our next guest about exercising. You know, every age has its advantages and disadvantages, especially when it comes to exercising. So how do you select a routine to fit your activity level and your lifestyle? Here with some advice on staying strong and healthy regardless of age is Dr. DrSwedan, the author of the Active Woman's Health and Fitness Handbook. Hi, Dr. Sweden. May I call you Nadia?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
talking. You know, it's our pleasure. We were talking about exercising. I exercise every day, Monday through Friday. Get up at 4 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know, because Nadia, I'm not going to do it when I go home, and I already know this, so I just go ahead and do it. But
Good for you.
I was looking at your book last night. This is a really good book.
Thank you.
It deals with very basic things, and it gets even a little technical, but I liked it. And it's not, when I say technical, it's not nothing anyone could not understand. So this is a great it's a great book to have, a great resource to go to.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's talk about it. Indicators of your workout routine, that if it's a right one for you and for your age. How do you know?
Well, you should feel good. You should look forwards to it, and really it should energize you and get you going, and you shouldn't really feel too sore or too tired afterwards. It should be something that you can walk away from feeling even stronger and better about yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I do. I try to do that. It doesn't always work for all of us,
It's not going to be all the time, but most of the time.
Yeah, that's true. And when someone looks at this, reading this book, this is not just for women who are incredibly active, is it? It's for every woman.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're even just thinking about starting an exercise routine, or don't even think that you exercise, maybe you just like to take walks or do a little bit of stretching, you know, the book is for you, and hopefully it might encourage you to do a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, now, how does age factor into all of this? Because, you know, my mom, who's 70 years old and no bigger than that, she exercises. This woman walks 10+ miles three times a week, and then she also does weightlifting.
That's great.
Yeah, she looks great. She's a good one. But there are a lot of active senior citizens out there. So how do you know, how does age figure into it? When should you slow down, or should you slow down?
Well, everybody's a little bit different, so, you know, everything has to be taken with a grain of salt, and certain people tolerate more things than others. I'm so proud. My in-laws ski, like, you know, 40 days out of this winter. Wow. They ski all the time, and they're close to 70, and it's so fantastic to see them doing it. And out on the ski slopes, there are people even in their 80s skiing, which is great. There's Ironman triathletes that are in their 80s, have completed Ironman triathletes, and marathoners that are in their 70s and 80s, but that's not everybody. I mean, certainly most people do get a little stiffer and don't develop some arthritis, and that makes the joints a little less flexible, and they don't want to do as much impact activity or go out and run a marathon, but they're able to play soft court tennis or do yoga or tai chi or kayaking. There's so many different sports and different ways to exercise out there that it's definitely easy to find the right one for you.
Yeah, okay. So there's really no excuse, is there, not to exercise? I mean, yeah, we can make one up, but and with everything that's available, you can pick and choose whatever you want, whatever your interests are. So that's a good thing. So let's also talk a little bit about diet, because that plays a big part in it as well. How do you, and I know in the book, dieting you don't really go for, which is a good thing. Most of us, you know, are trying to get people to realize it's a lifestyle change you're making when you change your diet. So how do you pick, and how do you do that? How do you make those changes that are good for you? It's not always easy.
It's not, and the best way and the longest lasting way to do it is just to make small changes every day. And you know, even if you slip up for a week or a month or even 2 months or during the entire holiday season, the important thing is to just try to get back on track as soon as you can.
Yeah, yeah. And we also, I think we have a full screen we're going to be showing pretty soon. And let's also talk a little bit about stress, because I know that plays a big role. There's good stress, and then there's bad stress. How does that figure in with the mind and the body and the exercising and all of that?
Well, certainly stress is mostly fatiguing in the end. Even if it's a good stress, it's an energizing stress. It kind of gets you powered up and active for a couple days, but after that it can really wear you down. So, you know, you have to make sure when you're going through stressful times that you're getting enough sleep, that you are eating, try to eat well-balanced meals and at least take a multivitamin, and doing some deep breathing. Even that just opens up your lungs. A little bit of stretching can just get your blood flowing, and even just just a brisk walk for 10 minutes can help a great deal to handle that stress.
And you mentioned multivitamin.
Yeah.
So obviously nutritional supplements are something that all of us should be taking.
You know, I'm not a big believer in supplements. I think a multivitamin includes it all, really. And then there's a few other things that I do encourage for certain people, such as, you know, for arthritis, the glucosamine chondroitin is usually helpful. For people that have little nerve problems, B vitamins can be helpful. There's a few little tweaks to that. Popping, you know, 5 or 10 vitamins a day, I don't think is really that necessary. No, but a multivitamin, I think, just includes what you miss.
Yeah, and then the ones that they have out now, some of them are very age specific. So specific, if I can spit that word out.
Right.
So you can get what your body needs, which is a good thing.
Yeah, your body changes a little bit into what it does need.
Okay, well, DrSwedan, the Active Woman's Health and Fitness Handbook, all of that is discussed in this book. It's a great resource once again. So thank you so much for coming in.
We
really appreciate it. Our pleasure.
Thank you.
And to get some more advice on staying active, you can pick up your copy of DrSwedan's book, The Active Woman's Health and Fitness Handbook, at your local bookstore or by logging on to Amazon.com. Okay, how about a pet to take along on your morning walk? Here are some of the exotic animals that you may not want to walk them, I don't know, but they're becoming popular pets. Are they the right one for you? We'll talk about it. And Paul Newman's next role will be in the world of animation. The story when your morning on CN8 returns.